that he lived with the music in his heart and died unheard of.
Learning is so important in life. As long as we live, we have to make sure that we learn. We have to make sure that we learn how to live. We have to make sure that we learn how to live better. All of us, most of us, have role models that we look for. That role model should be a person who makes you cry, not who makes you laugh. That role model should be a mentor, he should be a leader, he should be a friend, he should be an empathetic person. Most importantly, the person needs to be the one who walks the talk and not walks the talk. Friends, I'm sure all of you would have come across one such person in your life by now. If not, this is one opportunity for you to know about one such person and find out how we can get connected to such person in your life. Through this speech, please reconnect your experiences, association that you would have had with that person. Through this speech, please make a promise to yourself that you will live the life of that person. Welcome you all for a very bright, colorful Sunday morning. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
Yes.
Perfect. Last Sunday, my 3-year-old son Pranav was as busy as a bee. He was spending the entire day peacefully and with all the enthusiasm. He saw a ball at the corner of the room and pulled me to play with him. Looking at his energy, enthusiasm and excitement, I just couldn't say no. I went along with him to the balcony to play throw ball. He enjoyed every bit of it. Every time he threw the ball to me and I missed it, he was jumping with joy. As if to make fun of me that I couldn't catch hold of the ball. Every time I threw the ball to him and he held it, he was thrilled. Appa! One of the instances, he tried to catch the ball and he fell down. He went to the kitchen crying, Amma! I was sad. I was depressed. Friends, children are so open and expressive. Laughter and crying are so instantaneous to them. Probably, this is one of the reasons why children are so comfortable with themselves. We, as adults, seem to learn complex aspects of life very easily. But these simple things take a lot of time for us, or we cannot learn them. Also, laughter and crying are those little things which will cleanse all the dirt that would have accumulated over a long period of time. By using those detergents, you will become as light as a feather. Friends, let's wear our heart on our sleeves. Let's laugh heart out. Let's cry heart out. It's the time for a smile between the tears. Yet another day, after I went home from office, Pranav came to me crying. Appa! For a minute I was shocked. My heart came to my mouth. Then I asked him what the reason was. He told me about the fight that he had with his friend Arnold in the school that day and how Arnold beat him. Appa, Arnold I wanted to console him and tell him that it's all part of life and we have to get along. But looking at his condition, I couldn't do that. Also, I thought, what is the point in telling when the relationship has sold to that extent? So I left the matter there itself. Next day, I went to drop him to the school. His friend Arnav was waiting at the gate. As soon as he saw Pranav coming in, he came running and hugged Pranav. And he told, Pranav, I am sorry, I made a mistake yesterday. Now, recollecting what Pranav had told me the previous night, I thought he will brush aside Arnav and go along to the school. But that didn't happen. Pranav also was equally sportive and said, Arnav, it's okay, come, let's go to the school. They went to the school hand in hand. I was stunned, shocked. That's all. Is that all needed? To mend a relationship. No ugly faces, no bad words, unconditional apology, tended by one and sportively accepted by the other. Sun is shining in the garden of their friendship. Amazing. Friends, when we all try to tell children about life, children will tell us what life is all about. It's a meditative experience to watch children being comfortable with themselves, being harmony with themselves. While we all want our children to lead life in a particular way, we have to make sure that we also train in that way. We should worry that children watch us, it's not they listen to us. It's not the presence that children need from us, it's our presence. Let's spend some time with them every day. If one has to learn love, he has to learn from a child that directly gets into the consciousness of the recipient. A love where body, heart, soul, everything is involved. A love that cannot be defined, that can only be felt and experienced. Friends, as I said in the beginning, are you all with me to lead such a life?
Yes.
Perfect. Back to you, Cosmo.
Apologies, Krishna, for the wrong direction. I think it's wrong with the
Started off really well. You asked a lot of questions, and then you went on to talk about a topic which was very close to your heart. Of course, talking about your own the topic as such. So that was a very well chosen topic for you, I would say. And you did have some elements of Project 6 as well, because you had to cry like a child, you had to laugh like a child, you had to play around like a child. So that is something well done. And the speech had an objective. Your speech definitely had the objective. You wanted to convey to the audience, not to get carried away with the adult style of living. Get back to your childlike innocence and your childlike behavior once in a while. So that was something that was really well done. And you had a lot of good usage of language as well. You used some of the things that you used were laughter and crying are detergents as light as a feather. Let's laugh our heart out. You stood here for some time and your left hand was stuck on one side and your right hand kept doing the instructive mode. So after some time you got a little more comfortable and there was a repetitive movement of you going back and coming front, only from this side to this part of the podium or the stage or this center part of it, as I would say. So it's important to use the entire stage. Project 5 is more about body movement. You were very comfortable using body movement when you're talking about your own son, like the crying part and the falling down part. But when you have to do your speech, you can also use a lot more voice variations right throughout your speech and not just when the child is crying or laughing. So that is something that maybe you can work on. There were certain crutch words used quite frequently. You said most importantly. So, you know, it dramatizes the speech when you're saying the same crutch word twice. And you said during the beginning of the speech, please, please. So when you're pleading the audience, think about at what point in time you want to plead the audience after you make your message clear to the audience or right at the beginning of the speech. And then certain words were spoken in Kannada. I wish you could just translate that for people who don't know Kannada, probably a little bit if you could translate in English. That would add that amount of meaning to the speech. Overall, I would say the message was delivered very clearly. And on the body movement, of course, there was enough body movement to project that, we all could get the message that you were talking about your child. A speech well done. We look forward to your other speeches as well.